Hi, I'm Gina. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to do a sun salutation variation in this video today, and we're going to add some poses or add some variations of poses within the sun salutation to help build a little bit more strength. If you'd like, I will be showing you an option with a TheraBand, a stretchy exercise band. So if you have one of those, if you don't have one, don't worry. You can just do the poses without it, but just gives you an option for a couple strengthening poses. Have some yoga blocks handy if you'd like to use them. You don't necessarily need them today. So we're going to start at the top of the mat. I'm going to start facing you just to get us set up, but just have your TheraBand or your stretchy band if you have it off to the side. I have a little creature that's wanting to live with me today. So come to a mountain pose at the top of your mat. So feet hip distance apart, lift all your toes up off the mat, spread the toes, place the toes down. Think of the inner arch of the foot lifting, lift the sternum, energy through the crown of the head, let the arms rest down by your side with the palms facing forward. And then think about the muscular effort that's going on here. So really think of, as your feet press down, really think of hugging all of the muscles of the legs to the bones. So you're energizing all those muscles. You're reaching down through the fingertips. You're actively drawing the shoulder blades towards the spine. You're not stiff and rigid. You're still breathing and moving the body in that way. So we're not military stiff, but think of just that engagement of the muscles to help keep a certain tone in your body. So close your eyes for a moment and we'll focus on our breathing. So as you gently breathe in and out of the nose, just notice where the breath moves in your body. Inhaling and exhaling. And if you feel like the breath is a little high into your upper chest, see if you can drop the breath down lower into the bottom of the ribs. So breathe all the way down into the bottom of the ribs. Feeling that expansion. Then as you exhale, draw the belly towards the spine, engaging the abdominal muscles and the diaphragm to release the breath, and still keeping that integrity of the muscles in the arms and the legs and the core. Inhaling and exhaling, and then gently let the eyes open. So we'll start with just a simple warm-up for the upper body. So mountain pose to sun breath. So inhale, float the arms all the way up, reach up through the fingertips, pressing down through the feet, and then exhale, reaching the fingertips out, activity in the arms, float the arms back down. So a couple times with the breath. Inhale, arms floating all the way up, reaching up through the fingertips, and then exhale, float the arms back down by your side. Good, one more time, just like that. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll move on here. So from here, inhale, float the arms all the way up. Bring the palms together this time. Exhale, bend your knees, fold all the way down to a standing forward bend. So let the crown of the head release down. And then inhale, come halfway up, nice length in your spine. Exhale, fold all the way back down. And then press into the feet. Inhale, come all the way back up. So we're going to keep adding on here. So, excuse me, exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway up, nice length in your spine. Exhale again, folding down. This time, step back to plank pose. So step your right leg back and your left leg back. So upper push-up position here. Press through the feet. So think of that energy that you had in the legs when you were standing. Hug all of the muscles of the arms and the legs to the bones. Lengthen through the spine. You can always bring your knees down if that you need a little bit more support for the lower part of your body, the lower back. Inhale. And exhale. Then roll forward across your toes, bring your knees down to the mat, pick the feet up, crisscross the ankles, bend your elbows, think of one straight line, lower all the way down to your mat, straighten your legs. I'm going to slide back just a tad here. Hands beside the chest, forehead to the mat, hug those elbows in. Inhale, lift the forehead, lift the upper chest, really press into your feet. So now you're strengthening the muscles in the back of the body. Exhale, lower down. We'll do that 2 more times. Press into the feet. Inhale, lifting up, low cobra. Think of lifting from the muscles in the back of your body. Exhale, lower down. One more time here. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Now press up to table pose. Curl your toes under, sit bones up and back. Come to downward facing dog. You can start with the knees bent. Nice, lengthen your spine. Then you can paddle slowly through the feet if you'd like. Inhale and exhale. And then taking your gaze towards your hands, take a big step forward with the right leg and the left leg back to that standing forward bend. You can always take little steps to come forward. Inhale, halfway up again, nice, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold all the way down, press into the feet. Inhale, float the arms all the way up. Bring the palms together. Bring the hands to the heart. Pause here. Inhale and exhale. Good. So I'm going to show you a variation you can start with this stretchy TheraBand or whatever stretchy band you have. So I'm going to actually place it under my feet in my mountain pose. So when you do this, you want to have, again, your same distance, feet hip distance apart. And then holding onto the strap, I want some resistance here. So if I wasn't holding myself upright, I would want the strap to pull me forward. That's how much tension I have. So we're gonna start to engage a little bit more tension in the body. Draw the shoulder blades together, press down through the feet. So this is working the upper body a little bit more. And again, you can do this without a TheraBand. Just think of that same engagement of those muscles that we did when we started with just our regular mountain pose. So a couple breaths here. Again, really press through the feet, draw the shoulder blades together. Inhale and exhale. And then little bend at the knees, just hinge a little forward at the hips, not rounding the spine. So if you see me from the side, I'm doing that same thing. So I'm not rounding here. I'm leading with the sternum and then pressing into the feet and coming back up. Exhale, hinge at the hip. And inhale, coming back up. Again, just as the tiny little bit forward, draw the shoulder blades towards the spine. Good. And then come back up. So again, you can do, this for, several breaths just to find that energy. Second variation that we can do with this is for the upper body. So taking the TheraBand right underneath the armpits, holding on to it. And again, I have a nice grip on it here. Can bring the arms up into that sun breath. So I still have my mountain pose here. Inhaling and exhaling. Then I can bring the arms out to the side. You can let those arms come back a little bit. Feel that open through the front of the chest. And then exhale, bring the arms in front. And then inhale again, bring the arms up. So it's going to get a little movement in that shoulder joint too. Inhale, the arms out to the side. Draw those arms a little bit back. Exhale, bring the arms in front. And then once again, inhale, the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down. Inhale, draw the shoulders a little bit back. And then exhale, again, bring the arms in front. And so you can also do some diagonal movement here. Kind of play around with this and figure out what feels good for you if you have one of these TheraBands. And even if you don't have the TheraBand, you can still do the same movement, getting that diagonal stretch across the body. Good. And then come back again to center. Release the hands down, release the strap. And then we'll go along with a couple more variations as we go through our Sun Salutation. So again, from the top of your mat, think of all that energy you just created with that strap or just with the muscular effort. And then inhale, the arms float up, palms touch, exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend your knees, step back again to that plank pose. Pause here. Now, variation, you can tap your knees down and then lift them back up. As you tap down, just barely let them touch, barely let them hover. Lift back up, press through the heels. If you have the knees down, you can lift up one at a time if that feels better for your back. But a couple breaths here, tapping, liftings, and lowering, keeping that core engagement. Inhale and exhale. And then the next time the knees are lowered, again, hug those elbows in. You can crisscross the ankles, lower all the way down, build that strength, lower all the way down to your belly. This time, we're going to do some variations of locust pose. So extend your arms all the way overhead. The legs are all the way behind you. Press into the palms, press into the tops of your feet, forehead lightly resting on the mat. Inhale, lift the right leg and the left arm. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the left leg and the right arm. And exhale, lower down. So keep that going, moving with your breath. Your head can lift slightly, inch or two off the mat if you like, or keep your forehead gently resting down. So keep that going. Again, inhale, lift right leg, left arm. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift left leg, right arm. Exhale, lower. And if it's too much for your back to lift arm and the leg together, you can just lift the legs for a couple rounds. And then maybe keep the feet down and then just lift the arms for a couple breaths. So again, a couple more here each side. Inhale and exhale. Yeah, that alternating inhale and exhale. And then bring the hands back beside the chest, hug the elbows in. Inhale, lift up to table pose. And then hands in front for your downward facing dog. Sit bones up and back. That nice release and stretch in the spine. Again, you can paddle the feet here if you'd like. Or legs straight or knees bent. Inhale and exhale. And then looking towards the hands, a big step forward, left leg. And right leg back to that standing forward bend. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Arms out to the side, coming all the way up. Bring the palms together. Bring the hands to the heart. Again, pause here. Inhale and exhale. So we'll do one more round. Again, a couple different variations for our plank pose and down on the belly. So again, find that energy in your mountain pose. Imagine that you have arms down by your side. Imagine that you're holding onto that. A TheraBand again, draw those shoulder blades together, feel that energy. Inhaling and exhaling. Find that core connection here. Inhale, float the arms up. Palms touch, exhale, fold all the way down. Get nice long spine here. Inhale, lengthening up. Again, make sure those lowest ribs draw towards the hips to support you. Exhale, lower down, step back, left leg, right leg to your plank pose here. So again, option this time, you can do any of the variations we've already done. You can bring your knees down to the mat for a few breaths. You can tap the knees, one or both together, or maybe lift one leg up for a breath or two. Inhale and exhale. Lower that leg down. Inhale, lift the other leg up for a breath or two. Lower that leg down. Good. One more variation, whatever you're doing. Inhaling and exhaling and inhaling and exhaling. And then rolling forward across the toes, knees down. Crisscross the feet. Again, think really engaged core muscles here. Lower all the way down to your belly and then straighten the legs, hands beside the chest. So this time, different variation of locust pose. Bring your hands down beside your hips. So forehead to the mat, hands down beside the hips. Press into the palms, palms facing down. Press into the feet. Draw the shoulder blades towards the spine. Inhale, lift the head, the neck, and the shoulders. Keep pressing into the feet. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press into the hands, the feet, lift the head, neck, shoulders. Exhale, lower down. This time, if you'd like, you can lift the legs too. Press into the palms, lift the head, neck, the shoulders, and the legs. If that doesn't feel good for your back, keep your feet on the ground. Exhale, lower down. One more time like that. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Option this time to lift the arms too. So lift head, neck, arms, shoulders like you're flying. Exhale, lower down. Good, one more time. Inhale, lifting up. Any variation. Exhale, lower down. Now bring your hands beside your chest. Press into the hands, come up to table pose. So since we were there for a few breaths, we're find neutral here. So find your neutral table. Begin to get a little release in the back. Inhale and exhale. And then do a gentle cat pose. Again, little stretch to the back of the body. Inhale and exhale. Come back again to your table pose, and then hands in front, sit bones up and back, downward facing dog. Stretch out through the spine, pedal through the feet. Maybe shift the hips a little side to side. And then this time, as you're ready, slowly pedal the feet. Walk your feet towards your hands. Come up to that standing forward bend. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale the arms out to the side, coming all the way up. Let the palms touch. Bring the hands down to the heart. Close the eyes for a moment. Just check in, feel the rhythm of your heart, the rhythm of your breath. Feel your connection to the earth. Feel again that energy in the body, hugging all of the muscles to the bones, finding your core, but keeping that steady rhythm with your breath. And then as you're ready, let the eyes open. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that sequence. So again, it's a way to take just a sun salutation and then add a couple variations in it that can help you with your practice. So again, maybe those poses down on the belly, really helping to strengthen the back of the body. So for everyone's posture, but especially for those of you who ride, if you end up here, you're going to push your horse right onto his forehand. So we really need to think of that alignment in the saddle, and strengthening those muscles in the upper back really works and helps that. Plus, for everybody who works on a computer or looks at a phone all day, you know what happens to your body. So beneficial for everyone. And of course, any of those plank poses are great for core strength. And then just that alignment, focusing on that alignment in mountain pose with or without the TheraBand is again beneficial. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, check out Grey Horse Yoga in the info section below. I do an online Zoom class Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, suitable for everyone and open to everyone, no matter where you are in the country or the world. And I hope to see you sometime soon in the saddle or on the mat. Thanks. Bye-bye.